Welcome to another week of Ether Raids. We're in Astra season, and we're starting off against Flavor here. And this was this is pretty challenging first map. In the sense that I don't really have a clear idea of how to go in here. There is an opening there where, from what is with potentially my Camilla team, I could probably get up there, but I'm not so sure about what happens after that. And then the traps are kind of in the way. We could try to, snipe this with the Lin team, but that's a plus 10 Ike, Desert Ike. I'm not sure how that would work out with the Lin team. So I figured that this was the safest bet to just try to far save it and take my chances with Felix and co. Sigurd is, everyone else is pretty much locked in because of the barricades here, except for Felix, who has a silica ring. And hopefully this should be enough to get us to clear this. I don't have a clear idea of what to do with this one, aside from the Camilla play, but my Camilla team doesn't have the support needed to get up here. It would really just be Camilla, and then she'd try to get away, but she'd still end up somehow in silica range, and I wouldn't be able to save her. So this is the next best idea. If not her would be in silica range, then someone else would be in silica range or Lin range, and going into this without a far save doesn't seem like the best idea because of how much range is being covered by these couple of units. So I'm going to go with this strategy. We're going to see how it works out, and then we'll take it from there. If turn 1 goes as planned, the rest of it should be pretty straightforward because we should be able to get the 2 ranged units on turn 1. We leave Arvel for last, and Sigurd we take out somewhere along the way. And then, I don't know, we'll see what we can do about Ike, midriff Ike, afterwards. So this is so far going as planned. My concern now is Felix. Okay, this is a loss then. This is a plus 10 Felix. And I think really what's happening here is the support that he's getting from midriff Ike. It's a pseudo null follow-up. Gives a guaranteed follow-up via speed check, so I guess that was enough for him to double. And he's getting the desperation from Lin in the back, so just didn't work out in my favor for this one. This was interesting first match to get, but you got me with this one, man. Let's play another one. GG's. Alright, so we got a second match here, and this one is equally as challenging as the first. I figure I was trying to really come up with a way to try to gale force this because I didn't want to try to bait strat this one because of Felix yet again. This time he's in the back. I didn't want to bait strategy this one because he also has the silica ring and he's in the back. So the problem here is that if I were to try to Lin force this, or with my Lin team, I'd only be able to pick off let's say the targets in the front. The undefended that I have doesn't splash to the back. Elm is only the first unit, and then also Layla is the first unit. So there's no way I'd be able to get undefended on Felix in the back row. I could potentially try to take out Hector, but I don't think Lin would get it, or at least my Lin will be able to get that KO. And then Erica on the other side would pose a potential threat. So the 2 units I would have to take out is either Felix and Erica to be able to properly clear this, and it would just be too much to try to figure out with the Lin team. There's a thought that I could potentially try to lock one of these units, but then I'd still have to take out Hector, Felix, and Erica all in one turn, and there's just not enough attacks for me to be able to do that. So I decided to go with the bait strat. So we're gonna go with Marth and Marth. And we're gonna see what we can do here. This is essentially the play. We're getting close so that Felix can warp in, which was the problem I think in the last one. I should have probably went in a bit closer so that Sita could potentially try to tank Felix, but I was just I should have broken that structure to give Felix a way to warp into Sita, but I didn't think that one through. So I allowed him to warp around the back. I was kind of hoping it would go to the left instead of going to the right, but you can never really tell sometimes who they're going to chase. I mean, there is like a mechanic behind it, but it's not the most clear sometimes, especially in this current meta. It's really down to like how much damage they're able to do sometimes. So yeah, you just gotta go with it. But for this one, we're gonna eliminate that factor. We're gonna force him to attack Marth, and Marth should be able to get the KO here with the support that I got. I'd like to be able to test against Erica with Brave Mark, but I don't think this is the match to do that. We're gonna do it with Dual Marth, just to prevent any potential spirals today. I'm actually a bit short on time, so I gotta get this match done before, just so I can actually wrap everything up before I got some stuff to do afterwards. So yeah, we gotta do this one. It's supposed to be 2 matches today, but I think I only got time for 1, which means I'll play 2 matches tomorrow. I think we'll also have the trailer either tonight or tomorrow night. I don't know, but I mean, it's the 27th, so there's not that much time left for them to put it off. So it's probably going to be tonight. We'll find out who the legendary is. Or mythic. I don't know. What do we got this month? I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, I'm being real careful here with my positional play because I don't want Felix to do something weird. So yeah, we're just going to line up like this, I think. And then since he's in the back, he should definitely go for Dual Marth first. And this is what I got. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I was trying to figure out a Camilla play also, but it just didn't work out. Now, does he die though? I know I get the 3 hits in, but does he die is the question. Oh, didn't even need them. Okay. All right, nice. Get the 1-shot. Erica here doesn't have enough status effects to get the full out of her empathy, so I'm not worried about trying to tank her here. And she didn't even have the Divine Nectar, so it's okay. And from here, it's pretty much GG's. I think we get the pots here, and we clear the mass. This one ended up being a lot... Hey, it looks like we just needed to depend on Marth here. It ended up being a lot easier than I anticipated. So, well, I made it probably look easier than it was. It's really just figuring out the spacing and making sure that Felix attacked into Marth. So, yeah, this was another win. I didn't actually change my teams at all for this season, since Elm is just bonus yet again, so I didn't really have to change anything. I'm also still worried about defense in terms of what's going to happen there, because yeah, I think I mentioned the problem with Fallen Alir. I'm not quite sure if she's the best fit, but then also we haven't gotten any new units yet to put into that slot for me to test out. So still, well, I mean, there was a banner, but they weren't that crazy. The units that we got weren't really that insane. So yeah, kind of concerned to see how that will pan out. I was watching Tacho's defense replay, and I didn't even realize that my defense is kind of like I ended up picking the same map as he did without even realizing. It just works out that map is actually really strong for what I was trying to do, and I'm probably also just strong in terms of the current meta, because it only gives like 2 openings as opposed to a lot of the other maps where you got like way more rows that you can attack from. So there's something to being able to use that, or to picking that particular map as a defensive terrain. It's very useful to what I was trying to do and ended up doing with the defense that I built for Anima season. But I don't know, man. Anxious. Let's see how it works out for this week. Let's see what the new unit from the end of month banner also, what type of impact they have as well. That's going to be interesting. Don't see how much more crazy things can get from right now. I mean, the next banner up is the summer banner, and that's usually where all the fun stuff starts happening. So I don't think they'll go too insane with whatever comes at the end of the month. I really do wonder when these units are going to get their voice lines, because I don't know. I feel like I hope it's not at a point where the voice lines no longer matter because we're no longer using the units. In the case of this attuned Yeah, I hope it's sooner rather than later, because I would hate for it to be a case where the English voice lines get in and then we just don't even hear them because we're not using the units anymore. That would kind of suck. It's not just him, of course. I mean, the Neathhoggers, a couple other units that I'm currently forgetting. But yeah, hopefully they get that sorted out soon. I was watching this thing about how AI is taking over schools and universities, and everyone is basically using AI to do their homework, pretty much. And I'm not even like, I mean, the narrative was that it's cheating, and I do kind of agree that it is indeed cheating, because a lot of it is supposed to be reinforcements to ensure that what you're learning in school or in class is sticking in your brain, and even if it is not sticking, it gives you the opportunity to go over what it is that you're learning. So to eliminate that learning process by introducing the advantage of AI is kind of a big letdown. But then also at the same time, a lot of the work that we do in university is just repetitive nonsense essay writing that is just dumb. So I don't know.